Last week, I had a trans girl draw my number. At the time, I didn't know she was trans. She's convincing. I don't think I'm gay, but this has made me curious. Have you guys have a question?
This is the fella that didn't make no fucking sense, isn't it?
I get what you're saying though. Have we ever questioned whether? I think what you're saying is, have we ever questioned whether we would go with a trans woman?
Oh, right, okay. No.
I think that's what you're saying.
No, I've never thought that way.
You never? Do you ever watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I've seen it a few times.
There's some of the girls on, men or women on there, like fucking. There was one that looked like Britney Spears, and I was like, holy shit, that's a man.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dan, what would happen with me is, if they pull their dick out and it's bigger than mine, I'm not going to be able to deal with it.
That's exactly the same. That is exactly the same as me. I like to be the biggest in the room,
And
even if I'm not.
On top of that as well, if there's any hair around anywhere, Jamie's checking out. Jamie is checking out. I would like to say to the listener as well, that's the first time I've heard someone say "draw my number" in about fucking 15 years as well. So,
what does that even mean? Just
just get my number. When we used to go out, like at high school, we used to go down to like the arcade on the weekend, and we'd be going to try and draw girls' numbers. It just means trying to get their numbers. It's just a bit of slang.
I mean, I got it,
Yeah.
but I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, it's not been uttered in 15 years by anyone, I don't think.
There's a lot of words that come up on this podcast that I'm like, man, I love that. I haven't heard that in ages.
Yeah, it's proper throwback.
If I wasn't with Sabina, I definitely think I would have dipped a toe down that. But like I'm saying, like I don't want, like it has to look like a woman. It doesn't matter if like all of a sudden there's a something hanging there. Like if I look at her and there's like a beard, and I was like, no, that's a bloke or a cross dresser. That's not a. But if it's like a proper trans that like wants to be a woman but just happens to have, then I could probably do that.
There's one very convincing one on Married at First Sight at the minute. The British one.
But her boobs look really weird though.
Yeah.
Sabina's watching it.
Yeah, and I just know instantly, even though she's quite convincing, I just know instantly from the voice.
It's in the voice. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I can look past it. I don't think I can look past an 8-inch cock. I just don't think I could do it.
Most of them don't. I don't think most of them have like. I think. And I don't think it makes you gay either because the person's trans because they want to be a woman, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they have.
2023, man. It's 2023.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking at that point, if that person wants to be a woman and they just have that because they have it, I don't think that makes you. I think if it was a cross-dresser, that would make you gay because that's just a man that wants to dress as a woman.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they're full trans and they're like transitioning, like, but they just haven't got the full nuts and bolts yet. Yeah, I don't know. Each to their own. If you're curious, go for it. I wouldn't hold any judgment against you. I wouldn't necessarily think, oh, he's gay for it either. I just wouldn't think much of it. And I think that's how a lot of people think nowadays as well. They wouldn't look much into it.
No, everyone's got their own preference, don't they?
Yeah.
As long as you don't go on about it. I watched this video today. This old woman, and then there's like this gay guy, and she's like, "Oh, he's gay," and they were like, "Why do you assume that? Do you want to ask him what his preference is?" And she goes, "What's your preference?" And he goes, "Well, I identify." And she goes, "Here we go. We're gonna get a 10-minute fucking explanation." And I just cracked up. I'm like, why can't you just say it? You don't have to go, "I identify as." Just say, "I'm gay. I'm bi. I'm."
Well, a lot of gay people
polygamous. I'm
like, I know a gay guy that he gets really annoyed because he feels like gay people are pushed to the side now because you've got everyone identifying as a fucking. There's someone that I know personally that now identifies as What's that fucking animal called?
Animal?
Yeah, they identify as an animal. A wombat. And they're being
That was
deadly
an insult.
serious. And I'm
If you
standing
call
there
someone a
looking at
wombat-
them, and there goes a wombat. I don't even know what a wombat is. It's like
Is it like a beaver or something?
I thought it was like a
a
mini kangaroo. Yeah, they identify as a wombat, and they were wearing ears on their head, Dan.
Oh, it looks like a rat. Short-legged, muscular, something. There are a lot of long words there that I can't fucking.
No, let me have a
Yeah, it
look.
looks
I'll
like
have to Google it
looks like
myself
a-
now.
Looks like a chubby rat.
Oh God. Why the fuck do they want to be one of them? But anyway, yeah. She identifies, well, I don't know if she says she's a woman or not. I was Australian,
What do
so I
you
was
class?
right,
No,
anyway.
because animals are still technically male and female.
I didn't ask. Do you know what I said back when I was told that she's identifying as a wombat?
Okay then.
I just goes, that Wombats is a good band. And then I just moved on with my day because I just thought I'm not even listening to that shite. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking attention seeking. But anyway,
Each to their own.
yeah. A trans is a totally different thing because I actually think that's a real thing that someone is like mentally something else. But when you're trying to tell me that you're a rodent from Australia, that's when you're fucking crossing the line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a furry. That's what she is. She's a furry.
Fairy, yeah.
But yeah, let us know. Did you carry on with that? Did you find yourself exploring that domain? And
Did you draw
let us know
that
how it
ting?
goes. Yeah, did you draw that ting?